Hello, my name is Constance Idesiri. I am a fashion designer, the CEO of Stance Fashion. At Stance Fashion, we make male wears, female wears, and unique, beautiful designs for kids. I started my fashion journey at a tender age of 16 when I just finished my secondary school, and I discovered my very good use of needles and thread. Like if you give me any clothing that it's oversized or something, I use needle and thread and perfectly put it in order, and you won't even know that it was needle and thread that went into that clothing. So that's how I discovered my passion for fashion. And my mom encouraged me a lot and enrolled me at a tailoring shop close to my house. That was where I began my journey. But when I got into the university, my head got filled with the idea that you had to graduate the first class. So I left my craft, my passion, and followed books. I studied so hard, I forgot that I learned how to sew. So when I got into school, towards my final year, I realized that life is beyond the books, that I have a skill that the world needs to see, that I need to also share with others to impact lives, because fashion and design is beyond cutting and sewing. There's so much more to it. So that's how I started my journey again. I went back to, because after 3 years you have not been sewing, you forget almost everything. So I had to go back to learn again under another fashion house. And then I went for my NYSC. I was able to gather some money from the contributions that Okpabi do, and I was able to buy a sewing machine for myself. And then I was cutting on the ground. I had a house then. My PPA gave me time, so I was full-time fashion designer when I was serving. I was cutting on the floor. It was difficult. Like I couldn't get some designs right at first, but I didn't give up. I kept on pushing. I used YouTube and all that. Then when I finished my NYSC, I said, no, I need to advance my knowledge. So I registered for internship at a fashion house here in Makurdi, Mob Stitch Points, where I interned for 1 full year. And when I was there, I saw another world of fashion. I thought I knew fashion, but when I went there, I saw a totally different thing. My mentor was very patient. She was encouraging us to keep pushing on, and she taught us a whole lot, like a lot. My fashion life changed when I went for internship. So that was another new chapter that was open for me. I saw that aside the sewing, I can do so much more. Then after I finished my internship, I was able to get a little place, and I opened my small fashion house where I now run my designs from there. And God has been so faithful to me. I was able to showcase at 2 runway shows last year. I showcased at Men's Fashion Week. I was like the only female designer on that showcase, and it was a big thing for me. Like it was huge. Everyone loved my designs, much to my surprise, because I was like, we didn't like it, we did not like it, but they loved it, and I was so excited to share my designs to the world. And after that, I also had the opportunity to showcase at the place I did my internship. They also had the runway show. I was able to showcase my female designs on that runway show. So all these opportunities opened the way for me to grow my career as fashion designer, and I'm still growing. Yes, like last year I've decided that okay, I won't keep my knowledge to myself. I want to also teach others. So last year, August precisely, I trained young people on how to sew. Very young, I said from 6 years old and above. Just come if you are interested in fashion, come and learn. And I was able to train them. I need to see the joy on their faces when they were learning these things. And this year we are going to do the same thing. We are going to train these young people, as many as can come around, and it's free for them. We're going to train them on how to sew, so that, because I feel like if someone had told me what I know now, I would be at a better place than I am. So now it's an opportunity for me to share my knowledge with these young ones, for them to realize that school is good and all of that, but when you have a skill, it can give you so much more than you can even imagine. So that was how my journey has been progressing, and I'm still a work in progress. I'm still learning, unlearning, and relearning to be a better fashion designer. And with God by my side, I know I will achieve a whole lot. Is waiting for me out there, and I cannot wait to embrace all of it. My advice to anyone out there who is into any skill or doing anything that they love, that they have passion for, just remember that whatever you are doing, you're not alone in doing that thing. There are other people doing the same thing as you are, but it doesn't mean that you should say, oh, there are other people better than me, so let me just hide. No, don't hide yourself. Just put yourself out there. Even if what you do is you think is simple, just put it out there. Don't be scared that, oh, somebody's better than me. Like, there are fashion designers that are crazy, their designs are mad, but I won't say, oh, because I see somebody with mad design, I'll go and hide the little I can do. No, You have to showcase yourself. Just keep pushing, be consistent, be hardworking, be prayerful, and trust the process. And before you know it, the sky is going to be your starting point.